in a little town called San Antonio de Areco, which is a couple of hours out of Buenos Aires in Argentina. And we're staying at this gorgeous old colonial estancia called El Ombu. It's quite an adventure. There's gauchos riding around on horses, corralling cattle, and we've been going for horseback rides and eating lots of steak. It's been pretty special. The last 2 weeks have been almost non-stop excitement. We went to Iguassu Falls, which was just awe-inspiring, and then from there to Buenos Aires, which is one of the only cities I've loved, and then now out into the Pampas, which is again completely different. And I think what's interesting is that all of a sudden we only have 2 weeks left of this trip, which seems quite unbelievable, but it serves to make every moment even more precious, because we know we can't take any of them for granted. And somehow when something's coming to an end, you get a sense of what the whole thing has really meant to you, and it's just been the most extraordinary adventure of our lives. Food-wise, Argentina is a little tricky because it's all white bread, steak and potatoes, and I'm not complaining about the steak and potatoes. I'm in heaven, the steak and potatoes. But breakfast, for example, is a whole lot of toasted, cut up slices of white bread, served with croissants and medialunas, which are like sweetened versions of croissants, and coffee, and that's it. So there's no fruit and there's no whole grains and nothing to sustain the food for a couple of hours, so it's chaos for blood sugar, because it spikes you straight after I eat. My blood sugar goes up, and then a couple of hours later it's disintegrated. So food-wise, not my favorite country. Everything else-wise, one of my favorite countries, but food-wise it's tricky, and also no vegetables and very little fruit, so not the way I'm used to eating at all. But then again, in 2 weeks we'll be home, and I'll be eating all bran and fruit every morning for the next year.
Okay, so I'm here in the gardens of this posada that we're staying at in Argentina. You can probably see that it's fantastic. It's a beautiful, quiet, tranquil setting. Kind of reminds me of wine farms back in Cape Town, but it's just so peaceful. I mean, you can look out in the distance, see cows grazing, horses are being driven across the landscape. It's just amazing, which kind of sums up Argentina itself for me. It's been a long ambition to be here, to get to Argentina, just experience. From a lot of what my friends have told me, reading up on it, it has not disappointed. It's been fantastic, from the food to the people. It's just a very relaxed, great food-loving, culturally diverse country. We've seen just a small part of it out here, a few hours from Buenos Aires, and obviously the Buenos Aires itself as a city, just a vibrant place. It just feels that you could easily get lost there, and I could easily stay there for about a year, 2 years. It's fantastic. So yeah, it's kind of lived up to expectations. The food, if we feel we're kind of eating a lot more than we expected. It's mostly meat and starch. It's just ridiculous the amount of food you get served as well. Portions are massive. So it definitely feels that whatever weight we lost in Asia, we're putting back on before we leave back for home in a few weeks' time. So yeah, Argentina's been fantastic.
Fíjate, si no todo bien, quería